That's why guinea pigs like drinking out of those things so much.
Peter?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing?
Oh, making garlic bread spaghetti donuts, of course. Duh. So, the other day, I was eating at Olive Garden. I was eating some spaghetti, some garlic bread, breadsticks. And I was like, this is too hard. Why can't they be the same? So then I decided, why can't they be the same? So I'm gonna make some donuts filled with spaghetti and meatballs. All right, so our first step is adding 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast to 2 cups of warm milk. And much like Goldilocks, our yeast doesn't like things being too soft and too firm. They like it to be just right. Too hot, too cold. So yeah, we're gonna add the yeast, and then we're gonna pour in some milk. So you're gonna stir it up so it's nice and even. And if your kids ever want a pet, this is a great alternative, yeast. If they can keep the yeast alive for a month, they could probably keep a fish alive. So buy your kids a packet of yeast, get them some water and sugar, and let them go to town.
What do you think of your dad advocating yeast for pets? Thank you for your time.
All right, so now we're gonna be getting 3 egg yolks. So, pro chef tip I learned from my wife in the last 15 seconds. Don't try to just get the yolks straight into the mixture because it would ruin it. Uh-oh, I broke the yolk.
And that's why you don't put it straight into the mixture.
Can I just put the yolk what's in my hand into here?
Yeah.
Boom.
As long as there's no whites in it, you're good.
I don't think so. Wow. Perfect. Round. Golden. Like the sun. Oh yeah. Who's the chef? I'm the chef. Who's the chef? I'm the chef. Who's the chef? I'm the chef. Oh, it got broke. Okay. Boom. Okay, stop. All right, so now we're gonna add our 3 egg yolks to the yeast mixture. Smash cut to my wife fixing my mistake. So I previously cut up 3 tablespoons of butter, and I cubed them. And now I'm adding 2 of those cubes. And now we'll add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And some sugar. We need 2 tablespoons of sugar so we can feed our yeasties. Just like you feed your sea monkeys. You gotta feed your yeast. That's why they're my pets. And 2 1/2 cups of flour. So 1 cup, 1.5 cup, 2 cup, 2.5 cup. And now we're going to be adding some garlic. That's about 1/2 teaspoon. Let's add about 2 teaspoons. This isn't science. Baking isn't science. Remember that, everybody. It's an art. Okay, we're at 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. That's 2 cloves of garlic. And now we have to mix it for 5 minutes.
I'm a witch. It's my brew. Happy Halloween.
All right, so now I'm gonna add the rest of my 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 little cube at a time. You wanna add it and then mix it in until it's completely absorbed by the liquid or the mixture. So I'm gonna do that for a while now. All right, so now we transfer it to a greased bowl so we can let it sit and rise for about an hour or 2. And also, editor's note, baking is hard and we had to add maybe about another half a cup to a cup of flour to make this work. So your mileage may vary. Now we're gonna chop our dry spaghetti into little pieces so they'll better fit into the donuts. There's not really science to how much spaghetti we're gonna use because I don't know, but I bid about a personal serving and I'll eat what's left over. Okay, now with our spaghetti chopped up, we're gonna be adding it to some boiling water to be cooked as the manufacturer's directions. So I think for mine, that is 7 minutes. Okay, so it's risen. It did not get as dry as I hoped or bally it as much, but we're gonna divide it in 12ths, ball them up, and place them on individual parchment squares. And then we're gonna let them rise a little bit more. All right. All right, so they've expanded quite a bit. Not really expanded up, but very much out. So now we're heating up about 2 inches of oil to start the frying process. All right, so the oil is now 350 degrees, and we're gonna drop the donuts in. And we got baking soda on hand in case there's an oil fire.
Oh.
It's not looking great, but we're gonna wait for these to.
Oh,
So sorry, Biscuit.
Are you okay? You shouldn't stand by the oil, buddy.
Okay, and now we gotta let them cook. All right, so we got some spaghetti in the turkey baster, and we'll be using that to inject our donuts. Also, we added a mixture of Italian breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. It's going. Okay, nothing came out. We're all family here. There's a plug.
How do you feel about your dad's method of stuffing donuts? Beast will stick with kibble.
I think we found the reason why there's been no stuffed donuts with spaghetti. So as we found out, using the baster normally doesn't work, but if you use a straw, you can push it in. Get in there.
That's my smoothie straw.
We salute you, Smoothie Straw.
She ain't pretty.
But it gets the job done. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll be tasting these in our next video. So, this is Piece of John Productions.
Biscuit, what do you think of your dad's donuts? Well, what do you think? Don't look at Dad. What do you think? Okay.